So let's get started. So my name is Abhishek and I am working on the field of cyber security and I'll be there for you throughout the stream and the upcoming streams as well. Okay. How are you guys doing? No matter what it is, okay. Always you guys will be doing good. Okay. This is how we maintain our own confidence as well. Okay. So now let's slowly move into the topic of this session. Okay. The session is all about getting started into cybersecurity learning process and the three keywords build, understand, and exploit. Okay. Yeah, I'll do a short intro about myself. Yeah, my name is Abhishek and I work on the field of cybersecurity. I'm a developer as well. So this is a short intro about me and you'll know more about me as well in the future. So yeah, going into this topic again, getting started with cybersecurity learning process with the three keywords build, understand, and exploit. Okay, so as soon as you get to learn about this word cybersecurity, the only phrase which you'll get into the mind is that hacking, right? So I know that many people are now watching thriller movies and many kind of new genres movies, right? So most of the movies show about cybersecurity, which they only mean that cybersecurity is only about hacking and those stuff. Okay. So which they already show about hacking is illegal and it is not ethical in many ways. And this is how the movies show. And there is nothing wrong about this in this shown in movies because they are forced to show these kind of stuff. Okay, now let's just go deeper into this. Okay, so we just have those questions that why do movies show these kind of scenes, are they really possible in this real world, or is it how fake it is, and lot more questions, right? These are the questions many of the general audience would be getting about hacking and those stuff when you see on these movies, right? So these kind of questions are actually simply answerable. So not all the scenes are accurate in terms of science and technology. Okay, so not all the directors do research on these kind of fields and come up with those scenes. They just wanted to add some of cool stuffs in their movies. Okay, so when we take movies, short films, series, all these kind of stuffs are entertainment, commercial entertainment. Okay, so there are huge investments going on in the backside by the investors, and they also wanted to make money. So when coming to the terms of movies, this get to be fair in terms of some cases, and unfair in terms of some cases. Okay, so yeah, I have a question here. I am here to learn about, yeah, you'll be learning about how to get started on cybersecurity, and this will be a spark point how to start about it. Okay. So yeah, so it will be acceptable in certain circumstances, and it is not accepted in some places as well. Okay. So let's take a commercial movie, and we all know that every movie is invested by some people, right? So when they are investing money into some stuff, they wanted the money back, right? So when directors are forced to do this, they had to add some cool stuff so that the movie gets more interesting, and the fantasy elements are getting more and more added on those elements. So this is good in this way. Okay, what experience do we need to get started and to understand this session? Do we need some coding experience? No, you don't have to need any knowledge to understand this session. This session would be completely beginner friendly, and you will be understanding all the stuff because these are all the basic elements which you will be understanding very easily. So let's come to the unacceptable part of the movies. Okay, so we all enjoy those cool stuffs. We see those hacking stuffs, right? So but this is not how hacking works in the real world. Okay, so when a lot of movies tend to show those kind of stuff, people tend to think that the hacking in real life also resemble as it is shown in this movies, which is actually not. Okay, cybersecurity, hacking, and both are actually a complete different elements, and the fantasy element which are shown in the movie is actually different, and the understanding in the common audience is actually different. So there are a lot of problems within here. Okay, So first of all, you should just be clear that cybersecurity and hacking is different. Okay, let me explain the term cybersecurity and hacking. Okay, so cybersecurity is very simple. Just take the word and split it into two. Okay, cyber and security. Okay, just take the word cyber. Cyber means it is technologies. Okay, software technologies, hardware technologies. These are all the things which you are connected to internet, and the collective stuff of things which are connected to internet can be termed as cyber. Okay, and security is very simple. Okay, you can also assume it as a security standing in front of your house, in front of a mall, in front of a movie theater. Okay, so combining those two words, cyber security, which is like you are going to enforce some security implementation to network technologies or internet technologies. Okay, this is what cyber security means. Okay, now let's go into the term of hacking, which is related to cybersecurity, and cybersecurity is not completely related to hacking. Okay, so hacking is generally about breaking into stuffs. Okay, hacking is not only into cybersecurity, it is into, and we would have all seen those 5 minutes hacks, right, through that YouTube channel, and a lot of small hacks through reels, shorts, and those things, right? So hacking just means breaking into stuff in some kind of unintended way. So this is what hacking means. Okay. So there is another word called ethical hacking, which means that you are going to do the stuff ethically, which literally means that ethical hacking. Okay. This is what the meaning of hacking, cybersecurity, and ethical hacking is. Okay. So the concept with the general people, they all don't accept the way how cybersecurity is in the real world, and they all just think of those movie stuffs. Okay, so this is the main problem which we face in this industry, and this gradually more demotivates some of the peoples. Okay, though many people get interested into cybersecurity by watching those movies, and they get demotivated once they understand the reality of this field. Okay, so this is what happens in this field. So many organization and a lot of communities started doing a lot of campaigns. Okay, so this takes us to the next segment of this topic, and how cybersecurity is in the real life. Okay, so we all understood that cybersecurity is not properly shown in the real community, and there are problem in common audiences, and many don't understand what cybersecurity is actually in this real world, and hacking is in this real world. Okay, so that is why a lot of organizations have started doing awareness session to a lot of schools, colleges, and business communities, and a lot of student communities as well. Okay, so this is what the community started doing, so that they could bring up awareness on real time cybersecurity things. Okay, so there is an organization called OASP. Okay, and OASP to the full form of OASP is Open Web Application Security Projects. Okay, which is a non-profitable community and a non-governmental community where they will be promoting about cybersecurity. And this is a worldwide organization, and you could find these chapters in a lot of colleges, cities, and yeah, many places as well. And these community people would be good in cybersecurity, and they'll be ready to do even talks and workshop on cybersecurity, which is of no cost actually. Which will, because that is why this organization is called non-profitable organization. And to say a bit more about me, I study computer science engineering in Shastra College, and I am also leading a OAS chapter in Shastra College, which is called as OAS Shastra University Student Chapter, where we'll be collecting up students, interested students, and bring them up in cybersecurity. We help them up to come in a good way and understand cybersecurity in the right way, so that they don't fall into any kind of wrong trap, and they don't have any misconception about this field. So, so now some people would have got that cybersecurity is not as interesting as shown in this movie, and this would be a kind of bitter experience. But that is now it, not it works. Okay, so let me now just explain you about how cybersecurity is interesting in real life. Okay, let me just tell you the meaning of certain terms. Let me take the terms bug and vulnerability. Okay, So bug and vulnerability are just two terms, which is meaning about a security flaw in an application. Okay, the security flaw is simply as a weakness in an application. Okay, so we all know that there are a lot of technologies, and all the technologies are not safe 100%. Okay, every technologies will be having certain security flaws, and those security flaws could be termed as bug or vulnerability. Okay, so this is how it works, and now let me give you a clear mm, let me give you interesting vulnerability which happened years ago. Okay, so that is about YouTube notifications. Okay, we all know about the pop-up notification, right? Every mobile phones get pop-up notifications, right? When you're playing a game or using some WhatsApp or Instagram or any kind of stuff, and any kind of app, when there is a message coming in the background, you'll get a pop-up message, right? So those pop-up messages just come on the screen even though when you're playing games, and there are some options available on the settings to disable it. Okay, one of a guy, a game streamer, was actually streaming his game from his mobile phone. Okay, it happened around 5 to 6 years ago, and the guy was actually streaming a game on his mobile phone. The problem on the stream was the pop-up notification was actually visible on that screen. Okay, so what the hacker did was he just sent a reset mail to his streamer's account, YouTube account, and he got the OTP through the notification. Okay, it is kind of crazy, right? He got the OTP through that pop-up notification and hacked the account, right? So this is how the attack happened years ago, and see how crazy it is into this field, right? And different kind of bugs can happen, and this is actually a kind of manipulating humans errors. Okay, so this is a human error which that streamer made, which he should have disabled that pop-up notification option, which he did not. But this is how the attack happened. Okay, and let me give you another story. Okay, so let's take you are working into a company as a software developer, and your work could be just to code and test the things and just put into production. Okay, this would be a role of a software developer, but in cybersecurity there are some kind of different working roles which would be very very interesting in the real life. Okay, there is some concepts called red teaming, blue teaming, and purple teaming. Okay, red teaming is about the attacking side of cybersecurity. Blue teaming is about defensive side of cybersecurity, and purple teaming is about attacking as well as defense side of cybersecurity. Okay, one of my friend got on projects on full red teaming project. Okay, so a red teaming project means you are going to attack an organization in an ethical way. Okay, so this is how the project works. Okay, how they'll be creating a lot of ways to hack into the company, and that is the whole work they do, the whole month, the whole year. Okay, see how like having a job to just hack into a different company, and this is what you do the whole year, and how interesting it would be, right? So this is how interesting cybersecurity is. Okay, so when coming into the stuff of learning cybersecurity, there are certain process which you could use so that you would be good in cybersecurity. You should not just come and jump into cybersecurity directly so that you don't understand many stuffs. If you go directly into cybersecurity, so there are some certain process how you could approach cybersecurity, and you can learn it in an efficient way, which will be useful in the future as well. Okay, so this could be said in common when you are learning some new stuff or a new skill. Okay, you should just not deeply dive into the skill as soon as you get interest. Okay, you should do some research, you find what is there in this field, talk with some people who are familiar with it, just find how the field is, and then start going into the field in the right way. Don't just go deep into the field right away, so that you don't end up in a dead corner and you'll be stuck there. Okay, so now we have talked about the real problems in this cybersecurity, and how can we solve these kind of problems. So that is what the main motive of this particular stream, and I have brought you a modulated approach how you could learn cybersecurity, and that is what we made, that build, understand, and expand. This is what the title means. Okay, getting started with cybersecurity learning process, which I will be telling you in some time. And the main motive of this stream is that you will be learning how to build the stuff, how to understand the stuff, how to explain the stuff, expert the stuff. Okay, I'll tell you a small story about building construction. Okay, we would have all seen civil engineers sitting down for hours and building layouts. Okay, layouts for buildings and a lot of things, right? They would be using scientific and mathematical calculation for making the building physically stronger, and it would be stable in all the weather circumstances. And that is how the buildings are designed in real world, so that it doesn't collapse in any time. So that is how construction of building works. And similarly, when coming to destroying stuff, okay, when you are going to destruct a building, it is also a lot of science involved in destructing a building. Okay, we can't just say some random guy and go and destroy this building. Okay, this will actually result in a huge accident. So when destroying a building also, we should use sciences to break the building in the right way, so that nearby places don't get affected due to the destruction happening. So this is what the small story is, and this story should be relatable to the concept when you are coming to learn cybersecurity. Okay, so when you are coming to learn cybersecurity, you should first understand how the application or the technology works. Okay, before understanding the works, you should know how to build it. Okay, let's take a mobile application. We know that a mobile application works through touches, which we do on mobile phones. When you want to hack a mobile application, right, you should first know how to build a mobile application. That is what actually needed, so that you will be understanding how the things work when you come to cybersecurity. Then you should understand how the things work internally. Okay, when you are touching some kind of buttons or a link or something, what happens in the background, how the requests go and the response is received, and how does the mobile technology do those kind of weird stuff, kind of technological stuff, and how do they do those things. And this is what you should understand yourself. And then come to the part of cybersecurity, which you could also call it as exploitation part. When you know how it is built and how it works internally, it is very easy to understand how to destroy it. Okay, this is how you learn cybersecurity. So this is what the way to learn cybersecurity. And many people don't know this approach. Many people just come into this field due to the motivation they get those through those movies. That is completely okay. But the thing is, they directly jump into cybersecurity and get demotivated and just leave off the wheel. That is what the problem is, and we just wanted to pinpoint the problem and help the community not to face those kind of problems, and come up in a right way, so that they don't face any issues. So I believe that now the audience here would have understand that how cybersecurity learning would be good if we go in this progressive process, like building stuff, understanding stuff, and then exploitation. And we'll be going deep into this stuff in upcoming streams as well. And we'll be going into real circumstances which happened years ago, and we'll be discussing about real incidents which happens in day-to-day life, the things which we actually understand in a wrong way. We just break down the myths which are shown on these movies. And the stream is like, I just wanted to make some small difference in live streaming. Okay, I have seen a lot of guys doing a long stream for just creating watch hours, and just to bore some people. And that is now not how I work on this streaming. Okay, I'll be very precise. I'll be just into the topic for 15 to 20 minutes, and you will also understand the topic which I'm speaking about. And you will be getting the steps which should you like, you will be getting the keywords in the mind, and you will be having all those things in the mind. Okay, just go to Google, have the keywords in the mind, search it, and try to understand it. Okay, so when you understand it, it is all good. Okay, if you find any problems, feel free to ping me in my social media handles. Okay, Twitter, LinkedIn, or Instagram. And these are the places where I'm available, and I could also answer your questions as well. So this is how the streams will work, and this is how I will be doing the live streams. And I hope this stream would was helpful for you guys on learning cybersecurity. Let's see. I think more people will be coming into cybersecurity as well. And yeah, so this is about this stream. And if you guys have any question, I would be happy to answer them. At the end, could you please also give a short summary so that we could know what to search for? So, okay, let me give you a small kind of keywords, okay, right? Cybersecurity, hacking, ethical hacking, and bug vulnerabilities. These are the five very, very basic terms of cybersecurity. Just go into Google, YouTube, and just find these words and watch some videos, read some blogs, read some articles, and you'll come to know a lot more words through that articles. Okay, this is the process of self learning, and this is how you approach learning. And before ending this stream, I will just give you a small story. Okay, there was a 11th standard guy who was studying in a school. Okay, he got an opportunity to attend a cybersecurity competition through his school. And when he went there, he found a lot of students younger than him. Okay, they were the stuff. They were the they were in the classes of 8 and 9 doing cybersecurity stuffs which are advanced level. Okay. When the 11th standard guy saw those things, he got motivated through those people. Okay. And that was me actually. And that is how I got into this field. And I am into this field for around 4 years. Okay. I just have went into a wrong route. I have spoken with a lot of people and understood how cybersecurity should be approached in the right way. And I just don't want many people to struggle in those wrong ways, and just wanted to contribute this to our community. So this is how I came into cybersecurity. I think I gave those keywords to search for, and you'll be good to go now. And yeah, so I'm done with this stream. So if you guys have any question, you can ask me through my social media, and I will be very happy to answer that as well. So yeah, until then, I'm signing off. This is Abhishek. Bye bye.